Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Chicago, Illinois, Common Law Lectures. What is today's date? Sunday the what? 18th. Today's Sunday, March 18th, 2007. Yesterday when we left, this lecture that I'm doing is about how to survive the fall of Rome. Yesterday, I had to clarify for you that this was Rome and show you, the evidence that you can go and find and research. That's why I gave you the names, the years, and dates, and things like that to validate that what I'm telling you is accurate. Because in order for you to know that this is Rome, you have to see that for yourself. In order for you to survive the fall of Rome, you have to know that you are in Rome. And a lot of people were not aware that this was Rome. One of the things that we left here yesterday closing on was that Rome is a federal city in the See, S-E-E, of Baltimore. And the word See means the jurisdiction of a bishop. Now, Baltimore, Maryland was some land that was secured by Lord Baltimore for the Vatican. Now, at this time, that area, or a part of it, is what was given over for Washington, D.C. The reason I'm bringing that up is because on July the 10th, write this down, of 1984, at the invitation of President Ronald Reagan, the smallest country in the world, which is the country known as the Vatican City, and its ruling head, which is the Pope of Rome, or the Roman Emperor, the Holy Roman Emperor of the Roman Empire, officially opened its first embassy, which is called the Apostolic Nunciature of the Holy See. That was the official opening date, and it opened at 3339 Massachusetts Avenue, Northwest, Washington, D.C. That is the embassy for the Vatican. That's when they set up shop for real and made it official. They were always running stuff, but for those that didn't see it before, you really need to see it now. Yes.
Address again?
3339 Massachusetts Avenue, Northwest, Washington, D.C. Now, how many people have noticed the fasces? The fasces, I can't really draw it, but it's like a bundle of sticks. Usually whenever the president is talking, I'm not a very good artist, it's bundled together, a bunch of sticks. Dr. Suzar would call it a bundle of penises, knotted together. You guys know Dr. Suzar, right? She wrote some very powerful books. The first that came to people's mind was a book called Blacked Out Through Whitewash. It's a big book, and it's about $50 a book. And then her next biggest bestseller is a book called Drugs Masquerading as Food. That is a bestseller amongst European peoples.
Yes.
And this is another, because today we're talking about how to survive the fall of Rome. This is another great survival booklet, which the sister said she has some information that she is going to pass out regarding this book. It's called The Black Empowerment Survival Guide Now. You can get this book directly from Dr. Suzar at her website, which is suzar.com. Okay? And she will send it out to you. That's one of my dearest sisters. Now, my book back there, Piercing the Fog, is not about surviving the fall of Rome. but there are a few copies back there. Those are mostly for people that need to be awakened about the things that you already are coming to know, and they're not really listening to you. However, my strongest recommendation for you, for the people that you want to wake up that aren't trying to wake up, is Piercing the Fog. Are there any copies of that left back there, sweetie? Or are they all gone? No, the DVD, Piercing the Fog. There are some copies of Piercing the Fog in the back, and I already told you guys about today's special. It's today only. What I have back there today that will help you today to survive the fall of Rome is I have, and I really didn't even want to get in this. My baby was like, you need to tell them so they'll know what you're doing. But I have a 2 audio cassette set called Energy. It tells you what energy is, how energy moves, and how the things you think move the energy around you, and how you can start to control energy and take things from an invisible thought and make them become a physical reality. So that is back there. It's on 2 audio cassettes. It's only $10. Communication will help you to learn how to communicate better with others. When you're talking to people that you seem to never be able to make a connection with, when you understand the keys to communicating, whether you are visual, auditory, or kinesthetic, and the person you're conferring with is visual, auditory, or kinesthetic, that will help you to always be able to get through to people and not be bumping heads with people so often. That will help you with your survival. Opening spirituality is probably one of the better things I have back there. Basically, that is a compilation of all of the things that had to do with closing out personal power and moving into spiritual power, which is where you guys are going to have to start going in order to survive this fall. Your primary key here is going to be to find out what you should be doing for and about yourself. And you are going to find those answers inside yourself. The ancestors gave me other things that you need to do individually, as a collective, as a people, as an empire, but they want you to know that you are going to master the fall when you master you. Okay? Astral Emissions is also a very good book, a lecture that I did. It's a 3-disc CD set, and that is for people that want to learn how to astral project, where you do it deliberately and intentionally. You do it all the time anyway. You just do it when you're sleeping and you don't know you're gone and you don't know you're doing it. But if you want to get where you deliberately do it and you're going out there and you're coming back and you're conscious about the whole thing, that particular set tells you how to do that. There's some other stuff back there, but the PowerPoint is also very good. Those are the things that will help you the most to survive this fall of Rome. Now, what I want you to also know about this thing called Rome is the fasces, as I was telling you, is a symbol. Whenever George Bush or whoever the president at the time may be is speaking or addressing the nation, they always have the fasces right beside or behind the president. You will not see him doing a State of the Union address and the fasces are not there. Whenever you see the fasces, that is always a symbol or an ancient emblem of the legal authority of the Holy Roman Empire. Okay? So that is another key for you to know that you're dealing with Rome. But how many of you have heard that America is the great experiment? Has anybody ever heard that America is supposed to be an experiment?
Yeah.
Does anybody have a clue what that's about? Or you just heard that and don't know what that means? America is the very first Febronian nation. What we live in is what they call Febronian, F-E-B-R-O-N-I-A-N, America. That is the great experiment. Now, what America is a Bellarminian Commonwealth. Now, to me, Bellarminian And I could be wrong. I haven't really gotten an opportunity to look this word up yet, or break it down, should I say. That's an N. B-E-L-L-A-R. Can you see this?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
B-E-L-L-A-R.
B-E-L-L-A-R-M-I-N-I-A-N. When I look at Bellarminian, I see Bella, and I could be wrong, which means war and belligerence.